Good morning, everyone. My name is Sam Dickens. I'm the chairman of the Board of Trustees here at Nash. And it's my pleasure to welcome all of you here. And I just want to make one note, is that when we did the groundbreaking, it was a warm and muggy day, and we were outside with the bugs. Now we're inside in this beautiful facility, air conditioned, no bugs, and everything is a great completed project. So we're here to just welcome all of you here. It gives me great pride to welcome you today to the dedication of the Continuing Education and Public Service Building. Thank you for joining us on this very historical occasion as we open this new facility to provide educational and training opportunities for our region. On behalf of the board, I extend our deepest appreciation to the voters of Nash County, the Nash County Commissioners, and the many donors whose generosity has made this building a reality. As the cost of education continues to rise, more students will seek out the quality and relevant programs and services Nash Community College provides to meet their personal and professional goals. Thank you again for joining us today and for valuing the mission of Nash Community College. At this time, I'd like to introduce our Nash County Commissioners and Manager. And when I call your name, please stand. Z. Lamb, Nash County Manager. Lou Richardson, Wayne Outlaw, Lisa Barnes, Mary Wells, Robbie Davis, and Billy Morgan. Please, it's my pleasure now to recognize the college president. Oh, left one. Oh, the chairman, Mr. Belfield. That's that they held his hand. That's what And this time we're going to ask Bill to come to the program, and again, welcome.
As I told the superintendent the other day, that just makes us human when we get off the program just a tad. And Mr. Chairman, you've been a busy man. We've had you at a lot of ceremonies. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what colleges do. We have a lot of ceremonies, and this is one that we've looked forward to for some time. And if I could say that this is also a metaphor. We're graduating this building like we graduated students the other day. And now it's time, just like students, it's time to go to work and put this building to work. Good morning, I'm Bill Carver, President of Nash Community College, and welcome to this dedication ceremony, marking the official opening of the Continuing Ed and Public Services building. And as I have my prepared remarks here, I know that I'm probably going to forget somebody as I try to thank a lot of people, and Pat's going to help me stay on the point, but if I leave you out, it's not because I don't like you. This building has been a long time coming, a tremendous amount of planning, lots of conversations, strategy sessions, hours of preparation have made this day a reality. The backstory is a long one. There are many players that have had a part in what you see here today. It is a complicated process. This is a big building. But as you can see, it's turned out to be something special. I have my friend Scott Rawls with us. We're both Con Ed people from way back. Scott, I'm not sure many people have a continuing ed building this big on community college campuses, but since we have the Jackson family with us too, the first dean of continuing ed, my original boss, it is a special building. We dreamed about this, Dean, many, many times to finally get that continuing ed building. And Dr. Perry was an old continuing ed guy too. And that, Pat, I'm off script and I'm gonna get back on. At this time, I would like to recognize the Board of Trustees who serve the college as the governing body. They have volunteered their time in the planning, pre-construction, and construction stages, justifying a belief in students who will benefit from the programs in this building. If you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, when I call your name, if you will also stand. And you've heard from Sam Dickens, our chair, Paul Jaber, our vice chair, Catherine Fisher, Sonny Foster, Keith Harris, Bill Marshman, James Mercer, Wayne Outlaw, Danny Tyson, Pat Weeks, Mary Wells, and Barton Winstead. Thank you. And here's where I really messed up the program, but I'll give it a shot. No pun intended. We have some special guests with us today. We have Representative Bobby Richardson somewhere, if you can give us a wave. Betty Jo Shepherd representing Senator Burr. Doug Wegman representing George Holden. I've already mentioned our System President Scott Rawls. And I know Scott might have a couple of his people in the room. We got the Mayor of Nashville, Don Street. Rocky Mountain City Manager, Charles Penny. We got another educational legend in the room. Rosa wouldn't be complete without recognizing you. Thank you, Rosa, for being here. Rosa Brody, longtime faculty member at Nash Community College, trained about half the nurses in Nash County. Judge Quentin Sumner somewhere in the room, I understand. Preston Mitchell, town of Nashville. And Tim Johnson, Mayor of Bailey. And I think I left off the SGA President, Tabitha. Where are you, Tabitha Hernandez? Thank you, Tabitha, I'm sorry. Thank you for your leadership. She's new to the SGA role, and we're proud to have her here today. So maybe I recovered there a little bit. I would like to commend the Nash County Commissioners for seeing the value in this project and paying the bills. The college administration and a college alum who helped design, along with Jordan Bordeaux, who built it, and the faculty and staff and the students of Nash Community College who gave of their time and treasure. This building belongs to the community, and it will serve the county and the region, and a special thank you to the citizens who voted yes in the May 2012 bond referendum. And for those that voted no, I'm thinking about you too. This building is not cheap. And again, the commissioners made the operation possible. This is an investment, and we promise not to waste it. This project, like the 38 curriculum programs and 30 Con Ed programs at Nash Community College, had many partners. The county leadership, in conjunction with the college, allowed us to move forward. The U.S. Economic Development Administration provided funding after calculating the value of this facility and confirming that programs offered here would add to the economic vitality of this region. Golden Leaf provided some resources for technology, and you will see the location for a clean room down the first floor on the East Hall for aseptic training. Some incredibly generous individuals have provided private support through the legacy naming process. They have on special name tags today. These are visionaries. They're listed in your program, and you will see the designated areas bearing their names. Thank you for believing in Nash Community College. For several years, we have anticipated this and counted down the days that the community would begin to use this building. If Thurman is in the room, he knows I would go by and say 500 days, and then I'd say 400 days, and it was an instructor that's going to be located in this building as we passed each other most mornings. This expansion process, as I said, began in 2010 with the purchase of the 25 acres. Thank you once again to the county. The architects and the contractors were selected and the building plans were completed. Team of Oakley Collier Architects and Jordan Bordeaux did such a good job 10 years ago that we brought them back for a repeat performance. And what you have is the state-of-the-art building. Every challenge that we had, and there were a few, and only a few, but they provided quick and efficient solutions to these challenges. Thank you, Tom and Jerry, our construction, and Roy, the construction superintendent that was with us. Yes, Tom and Jerry, that's real. They overlooked this project. And I see Doug Edwards back there. And Doug, thank you from State Construction with your oversight making this possible. This is a complex project, and for those that are interested in efficiency, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, in efficiency, this project came in under budget. Mr. Marshman, under budget. The community, along with the college, has recognized the diverse needs of the local business and industry. Many of the students who train here will fill critical public service roles. These individuals are our local heroes. I see the sheriff is with us and other law enforcement people. Right, Sheriff, and the training that's going to go on here. It's important to mention the things that we see in the news today are breakdowns in training. That's what Nash Community College helps. That's why we have a sheriff that's interested in that. Chief, I know you're here, Chief Bayshore, I know you're here, and these are the heroes who will respond to our emergencies and disasters every day. Someone said that disaster is costly. Prepared response is an investment. The instruction and technology and delivery methods used within these walls will also help ensure students are prepared to meet the complex needs of a modern workforce and the ever-evolving needs of the local community. Just this past weekend, we had a drone class in this very room, and we see they're going to be everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, continuing ed not only provides public service and industry training, citizens come to us for basic skills, literacy classes, and programs for entrepreneurs. It's all going to be in this building. I've said community colleges. Dr. Rawls, community colleges are the Swiss Army knife of higher ed. We have a lot of tools in our toolkit. If the community colleges are the Swiss Army knife of higher ed, this building is the Swiss Army knife for Nash Community College. There's a lot going on in here. Believe me, every tool in the toolkit will be used. As the old saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. A visit in this building today is worth 1 million. Well, 14 million. In a program, there are layouts of the floor, first and second floors, and the individuals who are going to occupy and provide the instruction in this building. Those individuals are listed in the program. They also have on Ask Me name tags. So if you see someone with an Ask Me name tag on, ask them what they're going to do. They should be able to articulate that. If they don't, let me know, please. Give me a show of hands. Where's my A team? Where are the Ask Me people? They in the room? There they are. They're back there on the back row. Now I've made them nervous. Again, thank you to the many friends of Nash Community College here today. Thank you to some of the other colleges that have come to take a look at what we have produced. Tom and Jerry, I hope maybe you might be able to, Tim, you might be able to, Ann, you might be able to do a sales job on. Got some other community colleges in the room. Thank you for being here and believing in the mission of Nash Community College, a mission to provide an educational environment that prepares for future success, these students for future success, and a pathway to meaningful careers. At this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Craig Worthy, who's representing the foundation. And without the foundation, we could have not been here today. Thank you to all of our foundation members and what they have provided in getting us. We had to bridge a couple of little gaps in funding, and they made it happen. Thank you, Craig. I'm going to turn the mic over to you.
Good morning, everyone. As Dr. Carver said, this is a very, very special day. We are so fortunate in this community to have this great facility and to have this great educational institution here. As Dr. Carver mentioned, I'm president of the College Foundation Board of Directors, and the mission of the foundation is to provide student scholarships and to support the needs of Nash Community College. At this time, I'd like to recognize the directors who are with us today. If you could please stand. All the directors from the foundation, please stand. All right, give a round of applause. They worked extremely hard, as Dr. Carver said, to help raise money for this institution. And again, on behalf of the board, we're very proud to be a part of the college's growth and believe this new learning facility will contribute greatly to the success of the students and to our community. Each year, the foundation awards over $180,000 in scholarships. Students in the programs in this building will benefit from the generosity of our community. In fact, this year, we raised $222,000, your foundation board did, which includes $58,000 for this building, as well as $164,000 for additional scholarships. So again, thank you to the board, foundation board. The foundation board continues to provide the leadership needed to secure legacy gifts to support the continued education and public services building, this beautiful building we have today, which there are many. And so if you would like to join us, I just happen to have a brochure here, and we'll be glad to hand it out to anybody that would want to make a contribution, or obviously you can talk to Pat at any time. Today we celebrate Nash Community College and its mission of preparing students to use their skills for a successful career and furthering our community through a well-prepared workforce. We could not generate the economic impact that we have in this community without this great institution. On behalf of the Foundation Board of Directors, thank you very much for your generous support for all our efforts. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Carver back for this moment we've all been waiting for. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. I don't think there's anything that goes on in this community that the Worthies aren't involved in, and thank you for your involvement and your leadership on our foundation. You both are special people. I can still remember that breakfast meeting we had once upon a time when you asked me to be the chair of the United Way campaign, but that's okay. I got you back, didn't I? In all seriousness, Pat, I'm off the script again, but that's how I roll, ladies and gentlemen. I often get off the script, but today we're going to stay on script as much as possible. We got some celebrities with us today that are going to help open up. Dr. Ross, we have a firing range in this building, 8 lanes. Understand Wake Tech's building one, we got there first. So after the ribbon cutting, we're going to have the following individuals assist us in trying out those 8 lanes behind us, and their scoring targets will be brought back to this room to be placed on display. No pressure, guys. And this will be our ceremonial first shot. With us today are B.W. Collier, Director of the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, Keystone, Nash County Sheriff, Scott Parker, Director of the U.S. Marshal Eastern District, Tom Bayshore, Chief of Nashville Police Department, Steve Wordsworth, supporter of what's going on here today, Joe Warner, Nash Community College Foundation, and understand he may be an enthusiast of what's happening in that room as well. Wayne Lamb, our campus chief, no pressure chief, and longtime visionary of making this happen is my friend Larry Mitchell. We dreamed about this day, Larry, making it happen. And here it is, and I'm not sure when the last time he fired a gun, so ladies and gentlemen, be careful. Now for the ceremony that we all came to see, I hope to see. And in closing, at this time, we're going to have the biggest group of ribbon cutting people you've ever seen. So at this time, I'd like to call to the front of the ribbon to commemorate this day. I wish I had a drum roll. Pat, where's my drum roll? And Faye is going to assist us a little bit. Faye Cahoon, my assistant. And Mr. Chairman, you're first up at the ribbon. Craig, you're at the ribbon. Mr. Belfield, Chairman of the County Commissioners, will you step to the ribbon? Fine. When we have you on campus, we're gonna make you work. So get up here and Calvin Balance, Tanya Evans with Duke Energy, Wayne Outlaw, the Duke Kids Lobby, Margie and Steve Felton. Steve, where are you? I haven't mentioned you yet, have I? Is he here? Dan Gerlach with Golden Leaf. Sonia Bowen with the Guganis Family Classroom. Clyde and Annette Dishner, the Hamrick Dishner Emergency Management Laboratory. Caroline and John High, who provided I think they were the initial gift for that wonderful lobby that we have in their honor. Dean Jackson, who I've also mentioned. Dean, if you will step up to the ribbon. As I said, this was always a dream of Ken's, and I like to tell the story about Ken that his bark was always worse than his bite. Sharon Stevens with the Mims Foundation. Ivan Price And Ivan, we haven't started on that commemorative piece yet, but I promise that is the first order of duty, and thank you for that initial gift to make that happen. Greg Aversa with Sage Truck Driving School, Kim Sutton with Southern Bank, Howard and Dina Tang, the Tang Classroom, Joe Warner once again for your support with the Warner Family Classroom, and Dr. Robert E. and Nancy Ziff for the Ziff Forensics Laboratory. And that's in your programs, ladies and gentlemen. Be prepared to be wowed by what you see there. Now for the onlookers on the second row. Paul Jaber, Catherine Fisher, Sonny Foster, Keith Harris, Bill Marshburn, James Mercer, Danny Tyson, Pat Weeks, Mary Wells, Barden Winstead, Z. Lamb, Lou Richardson, Billy Morgan, Lisa Barnes, Robbie Davis, and our foundation people, Lee Curran, Lynn Brown, Andy Blanton, Donnell Battle, Cam Blaylock, Debbie Brown, Mayor Combs, Evan Chavez, Lynn Corbett, Kevin Cox. I told you it was going to be a big group. Philip Dixon, Lank Dutton, Sherry Johnson, Frank Maynard, Ed Moore. Ed, are you here? I haven't seen you. Gosh, Ed, if I'd known you were here, I'd have been giving you a little ridicule, but thank you for being here today. Former chairman of the board and former trustee at Nash Community College and good friend of the college. Thank you. Becky Parks, Scott Rogers, Tommy Stockdale, Morris Waller. And it wouldn't be complete without the folks that helped us build this, and I've already bragged on them on this building and what they have done. Tim Oakley, Ann Collier, Tom Bordeaux, Trent Moorbutter, Larry Mitchell, Pat Daniels, Jonathan Vester, and the faculty senate president, if she's in the room, Coach Yangar. Okay, I know she's here. As I said, I probably have left off a few people. We've got to tighten up. I apologize to anybody I left off. I'm going to take my position. I understand the photographer is in place. We're going to cut this ribbon. Let me get down on the front row.
I am Scott Rawls. I am president of the North Carolina Community College System. This is a marvelous building, perhaps I've never seen a building like this in our community colleges. And in North Carolina, workforce development is so much a part of what the North Carolina community colleges are about, particularly here at Nash Community College. They really understand workforce development, workforce training, and this remarkable building shows this. It's one of the most unique continuing education buildings in North Carolina and probably the country for a community college. So everybody here at Nash should be extremely proud of what's developed and this new facility, what it will do for this community and for the region.
All right, shooters ready? Line is ready. Fire.
That's pretty good, but there was a hole in there before we started.
That's what I should have did.
It's going to benefit the community first and foremost in training and education. It's going to make the officers more professional. You have to understand at the end of the day, the more training these officers have, the better they can serve the public. We'll do that through the multi-purpose room in here, and also with the new firing range of the capabilities of teaching the officers the new techniques to keep them alive and to serve the public. It's just an enhancement for our community.
The law enforcement and emergency service personnel in Nash County and the surrounding is very fortunate. Today will enhance their training to get them a facility that's first class that they'll be able to utilize, and I think no doubt will benefit the citizens of Nash and surrounding county from their services and the training they will receive here at Nash Community College.